The tragedy of the past deprives us of the ability to speak.
These are the words of a Nazi concentration camp survivor. After years of silence, that survivor has a voice, a face, and a name. Rabbi Erwin Shield, a Canadian who was liberated from Dachau.
When people were put into a concentration camp, their names were taken away from them, and they were given numbers, and the idea of that was to take away, to rob them of their identities.
But today, they have their identities back as teachers, tailors, horse traders, and family counselors who were once prisoners at Dachau. Like Henry Landman, a German who joined the American army during the war.
And entered Augsburg, which was now in ruins, which had been, of course, his hometown, and then got to Dachau and couldn't bear to enter it.
The horror of the concentration camp is not new to Bel Milo, whose father survived 6 camps, the last of which was Dachau.
He lost his father, all of his siblings, his cousins, everyone, and also his wife, who was pregnant at the time that he was mobilized. And eventually his child was born and was 2 when his wife and child were sent to Auschwitz and gassed.
These 27 panels are just a small sample of the stories that can be found in the Dachau Memory Book. And among these names and faces isn't anyone well known, but that's because this exhibit hopes to reclaim the memories of the lives that were supposed to be forgotten. Dachau was the longest-running concentration camp and held prisoners from many different religious and political backgrounds.
Christians and Roma and atheists, any number of kinds of people were interned by the Nazis.
The Westminster Church in Winnipeg is hosting the exhibit. Minister Robert Campbell hopes the powerful stories will connect the Jewish and Christian communities in the city.
Well, it gives people pause. You know, people read those panels and they tend to become reflective and rather somber because the stories that are told there are ones of are not pleasant.
Visitors are invited to reflect in the gallery and take in the people behind the stories. Daniella Ponticelli, live at 5.